Oh, thanks for having me again.
Oh my gosh. Well, it is Mondays with Myra after all.
I'm supposed to be here.
You are supposed to be here. You didn't just show up and you were like, I'm coming in.
I don't just show up and say, here I am.
No, all July we are doing Mondays with my mom, Myra, and it has been so nice. This is our second Mondays with Myra.
It is.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good about it. Last week, you requested that I make a recipe that is for chicken that's not dry, to which I said rude, because none of my chicken is dry.
No, I was referring to mine.
Yes. You have before, when making chicken, forgotten to switch your thermometer from Fahrenheit to, or from Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Yes.
That was some dry chicken.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Yeah.
How does it stay at 94 all this time?
Almost boiling level chicken. That's actually very impressive, Mom. Only you could do that.
I know.
Well, today I wanted to show everyone, share with everybody at home, this delicious recipe that I feel like is one of your current faves of mine that I make.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's like a grilled or roasted cabbage?
It's a grilled or roasted cabbage.
Yes,
to which you were like, is this lettuce?
Well, I wasn't used to the wiggly kind.
I know, the wiggly kind.
This is all ripply and rumply.
Yeah, so it kind of almost looks like an iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
No.
But this is a Savoy cabbage. So what we're gonna make today is a delicious charred or grilled Savoy cabbage with a blue cheese ranch dressing. Because that's how we like to do it in the Birdhouse, right?
Yeah.
That's why you wore your blue cheese shirt.
I did.
Yeah.
And I love when you grill or do vegetables and you put all that like sauces underneath.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. That's what I call the pile. It's usually what I do on Sundays when I'm cleaning out the vegetable
pile.
drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's our favorite meal of the week.
And you put the sauce on the bottom.
Got to put the sauce on the bottom.
Doesn't
Sauce the
hide
plate.
the lovely
veg.
Yes.
I know. Well, let's get to work on this veg. So as I said, we're doing Savoy cabbage. Now, if you've never worked with Savoy cabbage, it's kind of like a classic green cabbage, but where a classic green cabbage is like a basketball, it's really hard.
Yeah.
This is more like a slightly deflated beach ball. Like it's a little squishier.
It's more delicate.
It's a little more delicate.
Yes,
It's got some craggles going on. It's a little bit sweeter and it's not as tough. But even if you were using a classic green cabbage, this would still work because by roasting or grilling it, it makes the flavor so much sweeter and more delicious, right?
Yeah, I love it grilled and it gets all charred too.
Yeah, she does. That was like the first time I ever had a like a deep fried Brussels sprout or a roasted Brussels sprout. Oh, because you used to always just boil them.
I boiled everything.
Yeah. You boiled it until it was no longer green, but like an off gray.
My mother taught me that way. Yeah, exactly.
It is an old school way of cooking, but
I'm
now
doing better.
You are doing much better. You are very, very good now. So I've got my cabbage here, and I'm going to cut that into 8 wedges. I like to cut it through the roots, so the core. So I've trimmed off the bottom, and then you want to make sure you go through that core because that's going to make sure all of the leaves kind of stay together as much as possible while you're cooking. As I said, we're going to roast this today.
Okay.
But if you wanted to, you could easily do this on the barbecue. That would be absolutely amazing.
So you can do it any time of year. You can pop it in your oven when in a snowstorm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, you have been known to grill in a snowstorm, though.
I do. I'm not bad at barbecuing.
You were a very good barbecuer. Actually, up until recently, you were like the in-house barbecuer.
I was.
For
now
us.
you do it all.
Now I do it all.
Yeah.
I finally got good at barbecuing. I'm very proud of myself. All right, so just wedge that up into 8. If you wanted to, you could also do this with a Napa cabbage. As I said, you could do this with a green cabbage as well. That would be beautiful. Now I'm going to transfer these
This
on.
one's so pretty inside.
I know, isn't it nice?
It's squiggly, yeah.
Isn't it squiggly?
Yeah, I like it.
It does smell cabbagey, just a heads up, but once you grill it, it does not smell cabbagey anymore. You know what I mean?
No, it smells so good.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna put those onto a sheet pan. And Mom, would you do me a favor and drizzle those with a good amount of olive oil?
Okay.
The recipe calls for 1 tablespoon,
But we want a merry tablespoon.
we want a merry tablespoon.
Okay.
Myra Berg getting me. That is accurate. She's getting me in every cook you've ever seen on TV. We say a tablespoon, but we mean like 3? Yeah. Listen, if you go with a tablespoon, that will work fine. But the more you do, cabbage can really handle all that fat because it almost fries it. I would actually say that's about a tablespoon.
No way.
Tablespoons are bigger.
Tablespoon.
No, tablespoons are bigger than you think. I mean, a little more on this one. Make sure, yeah, there you go. Okay, nicely done, nicely done. That was a merry tablespoon. All right, now I'm gonna season these up a little bit, and I do this whether I'm grilling it or roasting it, because it gives it a nice smoky flavor. So the first thing I'm gonna add on is some cumin. Cumin is really great. It's kind of smoky. It gives a little bit of a citrusy flavor, and it kind of mimics meatiness, which is always good. So I need about a teaspoon that I'm just gonna sprinkle all over that cabbage. Looking absolutely beautiful, smelling wonderful. And then I'm gonna season that up with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. So just from a height, you get it nice and on there. If you wanted to kind of flop these around to get that coating on both sides, you could, but honestly, you're not gonna miss it if you don't. Now, Mom, would you pop this into the oven? Bottom oven.
Bottom oven.
450 degrees for about 20-ish minutes, or until that cabbage is nice and tender and a little golden brown. I give it a flip about halfway through because that contact with the pan helps it get more golden, and it's absolutely nicely done, Mom.
I did it.
Nailed it. Yes, yes.
I cooked.
You cooked. She cooked. Yeah, she gets to say she made the dish, which is great. All right, now while that is starting to do its thing, I'm gonna work on something that my mom used to always put on her salads. What was that?
Sugared nuts.
Sugared nuts. Yes, yeah, very tasty. You usually did
Slivered almonds. Yeah.
We're gonna do walnuts today because I like the smokiness.
Yes.
But any sort of nut would work perfectly.
And they're very meaty.
They are meaty.
Yes.
They are very meaty, smoky and meaty. So I'm gonna get a 1/4 cup of sugar and I'm gonna add it into a pan over about medium heat. Now I'm just gonna scatter it all along the bottom, and as you can see, that sugar immediately starts melting. Do not pay attention to it. This is your new best friend, and it's the only thing you're gonna think about while you're working on it. So while that starts to caramelize, I'm gonna add in about 1.5 cups of walnuts right into that pan. So toss that in. Then I'm gonna season that up. Just as is, that would be amazing. But I'm gonna season this up with just a little bit of some cayenne pepper for some heat.
We like the heat.
We do like the heat. Then for a bit of smokiness, I'm going in with some smoked paprika. Add that in too. And then, before it starts to burn too much, give it a stir. This is how quickly you can make a candied nut at home. Just that little bit of caramel. See that caramel on the bottom of the pan? Y'all, this worked way better than I thought it was gonna work, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling like a cook. You're the good luck charm, Myra.
Who knew?
Nicely done. All right, I'm getting those spices in my mouth and in my nose, so I'm gonna transfer these out.
Oh, yeah.
That has toasted those walnuts up. Now I'm just gonna transfer those onto a parchment-lined baking sheet along with any of that delicious boiling lava hot caramel. So see, there's the cayenne getting you.
Yeah.
She's getting her, yeah. All right, add that right on top. And I want that to cool, obviously, completely, because we do not want to touch that right now. That is lava hot. But while that cools, we're gonna make a real quick dressing.
Okay.
Okay, so into this bowl, Mom, I'm gonna get you to do the dumping and the whisking.
Oh, I'm a good whisker.
Okay, can you tell everyone what award you won one time?
I won a whisking award in an Italian restaurant.
Yes.
After about 3 bottles of wine.
3 bottles of wine. Whisking extraordinaire. All right, so we're gonna add in a 1/2 cup of buttermilk.
Buttermilk. Okay.
We're getting that cayenne in our throats in this studio now.
Really.
Yeah, we got it. Now we're gonna go in with a 1/4 cup of sour cream.
Sour cream.
Okay, you want the spoon?
Yeah.
Get that in there. So this is where we're making that kind of ranch dressing situation. We're gonna add blue cheese to ours because we love that. But you can also do feta, you could do a bunch of things. Now going in with 2 to 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. That mayonnaise is kind of a shortcut. It's got a little bit of lemon in it. It's got good flavor, and it's gonna thicken things up a bit. Now into there, we're also gonna add in a teaspoon of onion powder.
I thought that was garlic powder.
No, onion powder. That's the secret to making a good ranch at home. It's gonna bloom up in that milk. It's gonna be delish.
Oh.
Get that out of there.
Get it all in.
Perfectly done. Now we're going in with our herbs.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley. Pop that in.
Parsley,
I like that you're spooning the parsley too. This is wild.
I like spoons.
You like spoons.
Yeah.
2 tablespoons of chopped chives as well.
Chives.
These guys. Nice.
Oh. See, they stick.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
and then we're going in with my mom's least favorite herb, and that is 2 tablespoons of
dill.
But dill is necessary in a ranch.
It just feels hairy.
It doesn't feel hairy.
Put it in your mouth, it's all furry.
Okay. So give that a bit of a whisk up if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna season that with some salt. You got a little bit of sour cream on your hands.
I know I do.
Yeah, feeling good, feeling good.
I would lick it off, but I'm on TV.
There you go. But now, you know I make a good dinner when my mom literally, I feel like I'm gonna embarrass you, licks her plate.
I do sometimes.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna add in a good amount of pepper into this because you want that peppercorn ranch vibe. But now we're gonna also throw in that beautiful blue cheese. About 1/2 cup, we'll take the whisk out now because that'll get stuck in there. Give that a stir together, and this on your next chicken wings, this on your next wedge salad, or maybe this on that amazing grilled cabbage that's hanging out. We got those nuts.
Hi, welcome back to the show.
Hey, wait a second, what's going on over here?
Well, you left your station.
I did leave my station.
Yeah, I had to do something.
It's the good stuff with Myra Berg today. That's what's going on. Yeah. All right, we have have got a beautiful summer dish that we are roasting today, but it is so good on the grill. This is my mom's current, I think, fave thing that I'm making.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I do.
We
It's a full meal.
It is a full meal.
It is.
Anytime I'll like make a beautiful pork tenderloin or something on the side, she doesn't even want it.
No.
She just wants the cabbage.
Nope,
Yeah.
it's delicious.
So we have roasted up some beautiful Savoy cabbage with a little bit of cumin on there, salt and pepper, and then what my mom calls a Myra Berg tablespoon of olive oil, which is closer to like 2, you know, just a couple. Oil with your heart, it's all fine. So that is looking totally beautiful. If you were to cook this on the grill, you'd get those beautiful grill marks as well. And this little brown, golden, caramelized bit would be a little bit darker.
Yes,
A little more
crunchier.
charred and
Yeah,
crispy.
yeah.
You're gonna think you burnt it, but do not throw out those crispy bits.
No, they're the best part.
They really are.
They really
Oh,
are.
they're so good. She just wants all the little crispy bits.
Yeah.
All right, so those are looking wonderful. And over here we've got those nuts that we candied up earlier. They have cooled down and it's looking absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna give those a little bit of a season with some salt. Now, if you want this salt to stick on, do it right when they come out of the pan because that'll be sticky still. It'll get on there and be absolutely beautiful. But now I'm gonna take these over here and I'm gonna give them a bit of a chop. So since I put them on a parchment-lined baking sheet, fingers crossed they should come off.
They shouldn't stick.
They shouldn't stick.
No,
Now, if you don't have parchment, which we never really did when I was a kid.
Well, we didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And it's way better for not sticking than foil is.
Way
Yeah.
better. If you
Cook
do
the meat
only
on it.
have foil, though, the dull side is a little more non-stick.
Yes, yeah.
And a little bit of a non-stick cooking spray on there would work. If you really don't want to use anything, if you don't want to throw something out, you could use a silicone sheet or even just a really well greased pan will work. All right, I'm gonna, first off, taste it.
Oh, God. my
Okay,
favorite
cool. You
part.
gotta taste. This is the best part of cooking.
You could give those out at Christmas. in a
100%.
bag.
Oh my God, 100%. With the spices on there too.
That's delicious.
Ooh, fantastic. All right, I'm gonna give these a little bit of a rough chop. While I'm doing that, Mom, would you spoon some of that sauce down onto the plate? Now, as Mom said earlier, anytime I am making a vegetable dish, or actually any sort of dish, I like to actually put the sauce down onto the plate first, because then it doesn't cover up all that beautiful work you've done. And every time you take a bite, you kind of get to dip, which is fantastic, because I am a dip.
How much shall I put on
Sauce
here?
with your heart, Mom.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then the whole bowl is
The whole
going
bowl,
on.
yeah. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. If you do have any of
cheese.
that leftover sauce on the side, serve it almost in like a gravy bowl. You got a little bit of gravy of that sauce.
Oh, yeah.
That looks
Should-
great.
Put that in?
That's not, no, we're gonna eat it this later.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's looking great. Myra Berg did a great job saucing that
that.
plate. Fantastic work. Now I have got this beautiful cabbage here to plate everything up. Again, we've got that sauce down. Then you just want to pick up that crispy, beautiful, tender cabbage, lay it right onto that plate.
Perfect.
Looking absolutely wonderful. It's crispy. It's golden. I like to pile them nice and high.
You make it look so pretty.
Thank you. Now I maybe regret this third one, but I don't know. Let's see. Is it still
She's
cute?
fine.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah,
she's looking
she's
good.
cute.
Nicely done, Myra Berg. Okay. All right. You can't forget about those crispy crunchies. That's going on top as well. Then to serve, I love putting on these beautiful candied nuts. They're a little bit spicy because of that cayenne, the smoked paprika, out of control.
bit, yeah.
Just a little. Just scatter those all over top. And then we need some fresh herbs, right?
Yes.
Some fresh.
Even the hairy one.
Yeah. Eat with your eyes.
Eat with my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
It's true. All right, a little bit of that parsley, just to mimic what's going on in that sauce. Maybe some chives, just torn and scattered right on over. And then my mom's least favorite thing, a little bit of dill. You okay with dill?
Yeah.
It's gonna look cute.
Yeah.
I'll just put it over here, so you
That's
can
good,
avoid
so
it.
it won't be hair.
Yeah, okay.
I like the taste, but it feels funny.
I understand. Mom, they're coming for you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right, and then because
some
we are
more.
the Bergs, we also have to put on more blue cheese.
Yes,
But like I
must.
said, if you wanted to, you could easily swap that out with feta. That would be beautiful. Even leave it out completely and just do a plain old ranch. Oh my gosh.
So good.
Do you want to dig in?
Yes,
Okay, let's
please.
do it. I'm going to grab this plate. Let's give it a taste. Wait, let me get us a knife and fork. This is the best
cabbage
part, but I will
roast
say,
nice.
anytime you give someone anything lettucey, even if it's a cabbage, to eat on camera, you have to love them very much, because it's really hard to eat on camera and not look like a goat, essentially. So we're gonna give this a go. Let's see if we can get this, Mom. A little bit of that cheese, a little bit of that nut, a little bit of that
mine has a
delish.
tail that didn't come
Here's
off.
the tail. Ooh, you got it.
I got it now.
Nicely done. I'm taking a big bite. I gotta get some dill on mine, though.
Got some.
I already warned everyone in the control room this would take a long time. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, she's going in.
Oh, that was good.
Mom.
That dressing's delicious.
That dressing, you absolutely crushed it. It was all because of that spoon you used.
It was.
Yeah.
It was me.
It was Mom. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.